Hey guys, I'm back with another makeup tutorial, and this time we are getting festive and in the Valentine's Day spirit. Whether you have a boo, a bae, or a couple of thotties that you about to take out on a date, it doesn't matter because everybody can get in the spirit with this super cute Valentine's Day look. Prep my eyes for this awesome eyeshadow look that we're about to do. I'm going to go in with my NYX eyeshadow base in white. And as you all can see, my face makeup is already done. I just did my simple foundation, highlight, and contour routine that I do when I'm just trying to get out the house. If you would like to see an in-depth tutorial on that, please let me know. I know a lot of people have been asking me to do beginner, basic type makeup things such as foundation, concealing, contouring, applying eyelashes. I did that in my eyebrow routine video, which I will link below because I didn't show you how I did my eyebrows here and they are looking a little crusty. It's definitely time to go get them touched up. So I promise the natural eyebrow routine video that I have will show them in a much better light. This isn't a necessary step, but I do have very deep set hooded eyes, so I like to go in with my Coty Airspun powder in translucent and just set the primer that I already put on my eyes. As you can see, I have tape and little decals that I made, heart decals that I made out of the tape, and I placed them in the spots where I want the heart to show, and I also put the tape just so I can have very sharp lines. I'm going to take this brown shadow in my Costal palette that I use all the time, and I'm just going to use that as a bit of a transition color. It's always better to use like a brown or a natural nudie type of shade before you go in with such bright, vibrant colors, excuse me. And if you all have not already noticed, the key to making sure that this look is as beautiful as possible is blending. I definitely feel that I need to get new brushes. I mean, the ones that I'm using currently are just fine, but I don't have enough of them, if that makes sense, and I just don't have time to clean them like every day just to do so many different eyeshadow looks, because you all know that I love my bright colors in my eyeshadow. So next I'm going to be going in with this pretty color as well. They don't have names in the eyeshadow palette. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but they're very easily located. So I'm going to go in with that in the inner corner of my eye and bringing it out, not necessarily all the way to the end, but just in the inner corner, because we're going to be going in with another color just to accent and intensify. And we're taking that right on top of our transition color. And don't worry, that's fine. The transition color is basically used as a guide to where you want to put your eyeshadow, so it doesn't just look like you put a whole bunch of bright colorful eyeshadow on your eyes, because as you all probably know, if you put a lot in a super bright color, it's really hard to blend. I'm going to be taking a similar color in my Wet n Wild Spoiled Brat palette, and that's the color I'll be applying, brushing over the color that I already applied as well as the tail end of my eye. So as you can see, I'm already kind of creating some type of cat eye, wing shape thing to kind of trace where I want to put all of my other eyeshadow. This little tape trick was so annoying, honestly. I wish I would have just been able to find like some heart stickers or something to put on my eye to guide me better, because the tape just kept lifting, but it all worked out in the end. So next I'll be taking the color right above the color we just used, and I'm going to brush that over and bring it all the way up to my brow bone. I really like doing this when I use intense bright colors, especially because my eyes really are so small and hooded, so I don't really mind bringing them all the way up. I know that's not everybody else's steez, but this is what I like to do. Maybe one day I'll show you some type of subtle makeup routine, but for now we're just going to stick to these bright colors. So after making sure all my colors are perfectly blended, now for the fun part. I'm going to go in with my LA Pro Girl concealer and my flat brush. I believe this is in the color True Beige. I wanted it a little lighter than my skin tone because I wanted to really make sure that this cut crease popped. And I'm just going to take my flat brush going from, oh I'm sorry, that's not a flat brush, that's a concealer brush, excuse me, from the Vanity Planet set. And I'm just going to start at the inner corner of my eye, extending it all the way to the end to create this cat eye that I was talking to you all about earlier. And I'm sure you all know my style at this point. I like to take my finger to go ahead and blend out my concealer. Next, I'm going to be using my NYX Glitter Primer to put on the part of my lid in which I just used concealer. I like the tacky feeling of this primer, and it really helps when I use a glittery eyeshadow. Just kind of makes the colors pop a little bit more, you know? Now I'm just going to go ahead and dig my brush into this really pretty rose gold color that is a part of my Costal Scents palette. As you can see, the color is very well loved and I have used it many times. And I'm just going to go ahead and pat that onto the lid. As you can see, it is really sticking to that glitter primer. And even though the color is really light, the whole focus was the iridescence of the glitter. Now to really jazz up the look, I'm going to be taking this glitter glue as well as this really pretty hot pink glitter that I got from Amazon. And I'm just going to go ahead and go to the line that separates the base shadow from cut crease. And I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, kind of distinguish that a little bit more by creating, I guess, a bit of a liner effect. Yeah, I don't really know the technical words for it, but you all know what I'm getting at. And I'm going to go ahead and do that for both eyes. Now, as you all can see, this part of the makeup process gets a little messy when you're dealing with glitter, hence why I always do my eyeshadow first before I go into my complexion makeup, just because it's just really hard to clean up. And I definitely touched up my makeup, especially my under eye concealer, when I was off camera. And also, you guys, if you noticed, I really want to apologize profusely for the difference in audio. I had to switch headphones because unfortunately I left the ones that I was originally using to record back at home, and these were my spare that were in my purse. These tend to pick up a little bit more background noise than my Apple headphones, so again, I'm super sorry if there's any feedback or loud noises in the background. Just bear with me if you can. Now that I've created my glitter liner, I'm going to take this really pretty magenta color that kind of has some glitter particles and go underneath my eye. And next, we all know how I love my eyeliner, so I'm going to go ahead and take my Wet n Wild H2O proof. And when I tell y'all, this stuff does not come off. Stuff really does not come off, y'all, and it dries down hella fast. So you want to be slow and steady looking very, very still as you apply this eyeliner. Trust me. I didn't cause you all too much anxiety by watching me apply my eyeliner, but now I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. You all know how much I love this stuff, and I really love putting on mascara because that really means that I am coming to a close with doing my eyeshadow, which is usually the longest and most tedious part of my makeup routine. As I mentioned before, I was having some technical difficulties. So I had to go ahead and just pop my eyelashes on off camera, and this is what the eyeshadow look looks like once I'm done. How pretty are those hearts, you guys? They're so cute. This is the final look that I came up with, you all. I really, really hope you enjoyed watching this makeup tutorial. And of course, y'all know I had to be a little extra. So this is me in the final look with different lipstick options. You know, give a little dark if you want to do a little sexy, a little sultry. You know, a nude if you want to just be sweet with just a little spice. Whatever you all want, I promise it'll work. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I love you all, and happy Valentine's Day. Bye.